nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all. It's your buddy Big Johnny G, the Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. We're back for another Two Gun review. This series, I'm trying to evolve and hopefully do things a little bit better, a little bit different, a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more me. So I do hope that you've been enjoying this. Now, the game we have now is by Cryptozoic Entertainment, and it's a game that harkens back to my childhood. Anybody within my age category, even younger if you're a big comic book nerd. And that game that we're going to talk about in today's review, BAM! Challenge of the Superfriends, the card game. So we'll go down the table and we'll take this apart and we'll talk about it. All right, everyone, I'll see you down at the table. Yes, indeed. Challenge of the Superfriends, the card game by Cryptozoic Entertainment. So let's begin this two-gun review with the very first thing. And the very first thing is what you see first, what you perceive, experience first, and that is the box. So my review of the art on the box is, although it is not original art from the series, it looks very, very good. There is such a strong similarity. You can see the effort that was put in, and it shows, it pays off. It definitely does. Good use on the back of a quick little explanation of what the game is and what to expect inside the box. And also, you can even notice right here in this back shot that it is a sturdy box. It looks sturdy because it is sturdy. So let's open this up. Inside the box, which as you can see by the size of the booklet and the cards compared to my hand and this pencil, it is not a very big box at all. A very small rule book, 12 pages, literally from front to back. We'll go over the game and the rules in a moment, but I'll say that I found the rule book to be very straightforward. Let me just start with that, about that. And then the cards. You got cards. You got cards. The rest of the box is this is actually perfect for what it is. For what it needs to do, just hold some cards. This box, the sturdiness of it, this definitely gets a very easy pass. This is good. Good quality box. The cards themselves, cards are good quality. They're not great. They're not linen finished, but they are good and they're fairly sturdy. And and that brings us to the contents of the game itself, which is what you're going to get, which is one rule book, 4 specific decks for heroes: Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Batman and Robin are the decks that you're going to have in this game to choose from. Contents of this game also. And there are, by the way, there are 10 cards each, and they're all identical. Well, 8 of them are identical. They'll be, or nearly identical, I should say, although they'll each have a Green Lantern in their deck. The points and the Tiebreaker points are going to be different between the cards, but they also each have their own special. They have 2 cards that are their own special, or 3 cards, I'm sorry. 3 cards that are their own special abilities that are like no one else's. And then we got 32 objective cards and 10 challenge cards. After each player chooses a deck that they're going to end up playing with for this particular game, and they shuffle their deck, as the other decks are likewise going to be shuffled. Each player is going to draw 3 cards from their deck to form their hand. Do not show that hand to anyone else. Then, for the number of players in the game, objective cards will be revealed. So for a 4-player game, then 4 objective cards will be revealed. If this is the very first round of the game, then any objective card that has writing on it will be discarded to be reshuffled back into the game, and a new card is drawn in its place. Each player secretly chooses 1 card and places it face down, and then the cards are revealed simultaneously. The highest score will get to go and act first. If, let's say, there was a tie for highest score, then the tiebreaker, the smaller number, the tiebreaker would be used to determine who the winner for the round is. The player whose highest card won will then be able to choose who they want to take out and add to their point collection. Certain objective cards will have effects that will bring out challenge cards. And when that happens, they're drawn from the deck and followed as instructed. Whoa! And then at the end, each player draws back up to 3 hand. After 6 rounds, the players will tally up their victory points, and the highest point will win. And this game is usually done in a series of sets, matches, 2 out of 3, or so, something like that. I enjoyed this game. And a couple of things that I did enjoy about it was the sort of ever-changing strategy that this game has and brings to you. It's all due to the availability of the cards in your hand, as well as the objective cards that are out, and any challenges that also could be in play. And it will change what you're doing and how you're building your strategy to win this game from round to round, turn to turn. These rules are very easy. I didn't even get into it in detail. I just gave you a quick little summary of it, but that's really how easy the game is. The rulebook has a lot of little notes at the back of it that are very handy about some of the more, little minutia points of some of the cards that is extremely handy. This game is also fun because, let's face the facts, it's the challenge of the Superfriends. And it is iconic to those that grew up watching it, those that are comic book fans, or just fans of retro stuff from the 60s and the 70s. It really does stand out, and it hits that nostalgia heart right dead center. I find this game to be a perfect game for either a quick filler game, something to get you in the mood for a bigger, deeper campaign, like the Justice League strategy game. But then again, using this in a sort of round-robin tournament situation and playing multiple games, I can see this taking up the same amount of time as a full board game. I think you can do this either way. And the small size, the sturdy box makes it easy for travel. You put this all together, I think this game is a winner in my book. So please check out Challenge of the Superfriends, the card game by Cryptozoic Entertainment. I'm your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie Presents Legendary Gaming. And my friends, I am out of here.